Maui is luxurious, but not out of the question for that trip with the kids.
And we look at how the Hard Rock is taking all-inclusive to a whole new level.
And a lounge in Vegas has a name and a recipe for great drinks and bites.
Plus a golf course that seems like it would be private, but it's not.
Aloha and welcome to Maui.
Aloha.
Today we are going to take you on an experience for you and your family.
And it's a lot more affordable than you might have thought.
This view looks exotic, luxurious, and pricey, but it's not.
And that's right. Remember, this view is yours just for being there.
Hawaii beaches are not privately held. They are for everyone to enjoy. So this view on Maui's Ka'anapali coast, the west side of Maui, is a great place for couples and families to unwind.
Even if you're not staying there, a visit to the Ka'anapali beach and a walk along the beach walk, well, it is a must.
Ka'anapali Beach is considered the signature beach on Maui, and no wonder why. It features 3 miles of white sand and crystal clear water and was once named America's best beach.
This former retreat for the royalty of Maui is now a popular getaway for couples and families from around the world.
Now, for mom and dad, you can walk along the Ka'anapali coast and you can visit unique restaurants in each resort that fronts the beach. Plus, check out the Whalers Village. We'll take you there in just a moment.
First, we hit the Sheraton Maui for a drink and discovered one of the best Mai Tais ever.
It is called the Old Style Mai Tai, and it's not on the menu. You have to ask for it. Tell them we sent you.
But you can also bring your kids, not for the Mai Tais, but for a lot of other fun.
For instance, there is a great luau for kids. It is at the Royal Lahaina. There is also great food at the luau that both you and the kids will enjoy for dinner.
That's right, traditional Hawaii items include poi, kalua pig, chicken, lomi salmon, and potato mac salad.
Now, if you've never tried poi, give it a taste at least once. It's not a strong flavor, and a hint is that it will take on the flavor of whatever you mix it with. So add it to your favorites. Plus, it's actually very healthy.
Yeah, that's right. And take a look at this tray of iced tea. Well, actually, it's really not, so you want to keep the kids away. It's another fine Mai Tai that you get to enjoy at the luau, and it's all included in the price.
That's right. Now, besides the food and drinks, there is a splendid and colorful performance. The Polynesian performers tell a great story through dance and music, and the kids will love it.
By accepting this token, this warrior comes as friend, not as foe.
Now, this is Maui's longest-running luau, and you can see why. People love the celebration that captures the spirit of aloha and finishes with a dazzling fire dance finale.
All of you, big mahalo and aloha!
Staying at the Royal Lahaina is great for families. You are right on the beach. It is moderately priced, and Royal Lahaina can accommodate bigger families or groups that want to enjoy some condo living not far from the ocean.
And the Royal Lahaina is right next to the Ka'anapali Golf Championship golf courses. Royal Ka'anapali is the more challenging, with the Ka'anapali Kai, it's a bit more forgiving.
So you get special discounts for green fees when you stay here at the Royal Lahaina as well.
It's not too far of a walk to the Whalers Village, and the walk alone is worth it. The Ka'anapali coastline is simply stunning, and you will see both the islands of Lanai and Molokai from the west side.
The Whalers Village is home to over 90 world-class shops and restaurants that the whole family will enjoy. There's also live music and entertainment.
And it is currently under construction as we shot this episode. They are expanding in a big way.
New restaurants, including Monkey Pod Kitchen, one of our favorites from Ko'olina on Oahu, will be joining the existing darlings Hula Grill and Leilani's on the beach.
Hula Grill and Monkey Pod Kitchen menus were both created by Chef Peter Merriman, one of the 12 original founders of the Hawaii regional cuisine movement, which began on Maui.
And you need to get to Leilani's for a drink and a bite of this lilikoi pono pie. Lilikoi is a breadfruit grown in Hana. Now this just might be the healthiest pie on the planet. It's gluten-free and no refined sugar or dairy.
That's right, the macadamia nut crust makes it gluten-free, and there's no added sugar because it's naturally sweetened by the lilikoi fruit and a little Maui honey. Above that, wow, it's just delicious.
Now, just down from the Whalers Village, you'll find the Marriott Maui Ocean Club, another ideal vacation retreat for couples or families. The resort has a spectacular oceanfront location for watching sunsets and fun dining choices, including a variety of local favorite plate lunches.
And the refreshing pools boast stunning waterfalls and interesting caves to play in, along with 2 slides and a pirate ship for the kids. Rooms offer plenty of space, private lanais, and convenient amenities.
Now, after some beach time, you may want to get up close and personal to some of the local sea life.
That's right, the Maui Ocean Center is considered the aquarium of Hawaii. You can see sharks, turtles, stingrays, and thousands of tropical fish.
It also has the largest collection of Pacific corals. This is definitely worth the trip for big and small kids.
No, that's right. The Maui Ocean Center is dedicated to the Hawaiian culture and the relationship that exists between the Hawaiian people and the sea.
Take your family on a walk safely through the acrylic tunnel that surrounds you with a 750,000-gallon water tank.
And this is one of the best attractions, especially at times when the aquarium staff actually feed, play, and swim with the fish right inside the tank.
Wonderful. So with all of these tough predators inside of this exhibit, do you feel any threat for yourself at all?
I don't. I feel really cozy in here, actually. Sharks and rays are really misunderstood, and so...
There are special times throughout the day for this, and you can eat there as well at the restaurant on site.
Another great place to stay with the family is the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel. It is considered Maui's most Hawaiian resort. The decor and the vibe incorporate much of Hawaii's time-honored traditions and spirit of aloha.
You can join in every day with different Hawaiian activities like hula lessons and lei making. These are especially designed with children in mind, too.
And children in Hawaiian is keiki. So just look for the keiki programs to share some truly unique memories with your kids.
This, too, is moderately priced. It offers a lot of space near the ocean for families to share in a variety of different activities and experiences.
Yep, you don't need a passport or different calling plan to go to Maui. It is very family, couple, and kid-friendly.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, and what a wonderful way to experience a family vacation filled with special moments that you can't get anywhere else.
And we'll have more stories on Maui in future shows.
And when we come back, travel trends from a travel expert.
You will flip over this. Hard Rock is unveiling UNICO Riviera Maya 2087. No, that is not the year. It is the longitude and latitude of this cutting-edge, all-inclusive on the Yucatan Peninsula. It is adults only, and it is high-energy fun like most Hard Rock resorts. But this one hits all your senses, as Susan found out in this exclusive sit-down with Hard Rock's Daniel Jimenez.
Well, UNICO 2087 Riviera Maya is a new type of all-inclusive. We're really changing what an all-inclusive can be. It's focused around art and food, taking influences from the Spanish colonial area, from the Mexican influence, from Mayan culture, and modernizing it and putting our own touch on it. What's special about UNICO is that everything is crafted for you. It feels more like you're staying at a friend's house or you're at a beach house than staying at an all-inclusive hotel. Now, it's adults only, and all of our first level rooms are going to have a swim-up balcony, so we're really excited about that. What another advantage about it is it's not going to be mass-produced. It's not going to be generalized. It's going to be specifically catered. All of our public areas are actually going to be art galleries. Everything is specially curated, and it's all about immersing you into the local culture. We want to show you Mexico as it is today. So going out and seeing a local restaurant or a not so well known cenote, seeing more of the cultural aspects. There's going to be no itineraries. It's going to be more of a come as you are, do what you want, freestyle experience. The way I like to explain it and compare it to our hard rock category, if you look at a Lamborghini and you look at a Bentley, and they're both luxury cars, but you drive them very differently. So this is going to be our Bentley.
Oh, you were speaking our language for that, though. I mean, so it actually gives people an opportunity to go immerse themselves into the culture of that area, but at the same time, too, have all the luxuries that they would have and want to have of a luxury resort.
Absolutely. And especially for those foodies, somebody who likes something specially made, handmade, everything's going to be fresh and organic. There's going to be none of that mass-produced GMO. It's all going to be natural, all from the local area. We're actually going to have one restaurant with a rotating chef, so it's not going to be the same taste every time that you come to the hotel.
That's so cool. And then, so how about the bars? What kind of bartenders and features are you going to have
Well,
there?
one of the great things is that we're not going to have bartenders. We're going to have mixologists.
Nice.
Everything's craft, handmade for you. The big margarita machine is not going to be there. Everything's fresh right there, right in front of you.
I love it. Oh, that's perfect. And mixology is becoming so huge now. I mean, it's just something that I know we definitely love to indulge in. And so will people be able to create like their own drinks? Like they'll go into the bartender and say, you know, I love this, this, and that. And
well, you know,
they just come up with whatever.
The bartenders will create as they will, you know, so that's the beauty of it. Everything's handmade, so it's not like they say, oh, I've already have this ingredient that's XYZ, or you can say, hey, I don't want that so sweet, and they can adjust that as they make it. So everything is custom for you.
And for you too, we will let you know exactly when UNICO Riviera Maya 2087 debuts in 2017. So keep watching. And that is why we say you always need a travel agent. And again, you can find a travel agent to get you to the right places. All you have to do is go to jetsetterdeals.com.
And coming up next, we go from Blue Hawaii to a Blue Martini.
And welcome back, of course, on the show here. We always try to take you off the beaten path.
And we went off the beaten path in Las Vegas to bring you some creative food and some very creative cocktails. And it is all happening at Town Square, just south of the Las Vegas Strip.
And there are so many great spots here, and this is one of them.
Blue Martini is a cool place for lots of folks.
It is a nightclub that many folks say attracts great music and the most beautiful people.
Well, it definitely attracts a nightclub crowd with no cover charge before 10 p.m. on most nights, and girls can always get in free with the True Blue Lady VIP card.
And there are also 4 bars, so getting a drink is not difficult.
We decided to take advantage of happy hour. That is 4 to 8 p.m. every day, and it is worth it because Blue Martini is known for their creative martinis.
Now, the first drink we had was the perfect pear as in fruit. And this is made with Staritsky and Levitsky vodka, which is made in the Ukraine with influence from Russia and Poland for that traditional smooth blend.
Yeah, it had a nice thickness to it. It was mixed with pear, lemon, and agave, so you had a nice sweet addition, but it didn't overpower the vodka.
Next, we dove into the Masterpiece Blue, and the blue is not the color, but the cheese. This is Belvedere unfiltered vodka with 3 blue cheese stuffed olives. Sure, it's simple, but boy, is it beautiful, and it went down like velvet.
Oh yeah, if this was around during those 1960s martini luncheon specials, those guys would have been madmen for a different reason, that's for sure.
Blue Martini also has some great bites. For an appetizer, we had the shrimp and crab dip.
This had Gulf shrimp and blue crab cooked in a creamy cheese sauce, served with seasoned toast points. And we got the point. This was good and filling too.
Oh yeah, and for an entree, we had to try the lollipop lamb chops. Now, this is balsamic marinated New Zealand lamb. It is served with mint pesto. Now, for me, lamb and mint brings back my youth. That was my favorite dish as a kid, and this lived up to it.
Oh yeah, but the satisfying taste was only part of it. Notice underneath the lamb, truffled fingerling potatoes with Parmesan. Those were absolutely delicious too.
No doubt about it. And just sharing those 2 dishes between us, boy, that was filling enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, believe it or not, Blue Martini is a chain. You can check out their site here.
But one thing is certain, you won't be blue coming to Blue Martini.
Now, Town Square has a lot of other great places to visit, amazing restaurants and shops too.
And we'll take a look at some of them in future shows. But when we come back, we're going to take you to a golf course in the Myrtle Beach area that has been revamped, and you're going to love it.
Now, we found one of the top 3 golf courses in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, it's called Tidewater, and most people think this is a private course. It's not. It's open to people like you and me. So we're out here at Tidewater. I'm here with Chris Cooper. And Chris, out of all the great golf courses in the area, this may be the most beautiful.
I tell you, man, we're proud of it. It's in great shape. You come to Tidewater, as soon as you come through those gates, you know you're in for something special.
So a lot of people would think this is a private country club, but it's not.
No, like I said, we're in a gated community, but we are considered high-end public. We are proud to serve not only the public, but all of these great golf packages, all these guys that come from all over the world, all over the country, really. And what we try to do here with regards to our service is we like to think of all of our guests, even though we're public, is we like to think you're a member for a day. When you come to Tidewater, we want you to get that private club feel, even though we are a public golf course. When you play this golf course the first time, you're going to see that you start here in the woods, so to speak, a parkland style golf course, and then after you play a first couple holes on both sides, number 1 and 2, you drive out onto the salt marshes of the Cherry Grove Inlet, and then you play around back into the trees, parkland style again, then you break out on the other side, and you'll play along the Intracoastal Waterway, and then you go back on the back and you jump back to the salt marsh again, and then you come back parkland style finishing up here. So marsh a lot of places, beautiful trees. We've taken great care into making sure that our experience is not one that you'll get anywhere else here in Myrtle Beach.
Let's talk about the 12th and the 13th holes, because these two are kind of, I know you don't have a signature hole, but these are really the two I think that stand out to people. Yeah,
without a doubt. Like I said, when you play 10 and 11, you're here in the trees, and you break out on that Cherry Grove Salt Marsh, and number 12 is a really nice par 3. The green's a peninsula style green, sits way out into the marsh. You can play it from as much as 200 yards all the way to 100 yards. The tee wraps all the way around, so just choose the correct tee. Number 13, beautiful par 5 along the salt marsh. View of the Atlantic Ocean right there behind the green. So to see those 2 holes is actually breathtaking. And when you ride out there, we have guys all the time. I say make sure you've got your cell phone ready, because that's going to be a camera moment out there.
So when you're playing that par 5, though, is it worth not hitting the driver? Is it better to maybe hit the 3-wood, 5-wood, 4-iron?
Well, it's always about the wind out here, so if you get some helping wind, you can get to that green in 2. The green's really well guarded, though. There's bunkers everywhere. It's 3-tier, so you need to make sure you get up near the green. You don't want to be standing back there and trying to hit something long in there. You need to get up near the green. But it's all with the wind there. If it's into the wind, you need to make sure you go ahead and play, hey, this is going to be a 3-shot hole, and play it accordingly. But if you get a little helping wind, which you do quite a bit, especially during the summer, you can go ahead, if you hit a good tee ball, you can take a chance to hit it on there in 2.
What I love about what you do here at the course is you preserved a lot of history, and especially the history of a couple of 100 years ago, and also the archaeological finds that you have here. Talk about that and how that would be interesting to folks who were playing here.
Sure. When we built this golf course, when they came out here and actually did a lot of the moving of the land, they found a lot of neat stuff, arrowheads and different artifacts that were in the ground from, the people that were here a long time before us. And we do display those here in the clubhouse. As you walk in, you can see along the walls here a lot of the neat stuff, and a lot of the things that they found were neat about them when they went in and looked and said, hey, what's this old pot from? Well, we've got the pot displayed here in the clubhouse, and you can read a little bit about it and find out a little bit about the pot and the people that put it there.
So really, this used to be farm back in the 18th, 19th century.
Farmland, farmland. It's, like I said, there's different areas, and our holes are actually named for the different things that we found on the thing. We have a place out here called Futch Site, where one of our holes is called, and you can see it's an old settlement that when the ground was moved, you could see where someone had actually lived there.
So if somebody would love to not only play here but stay here, how would they do that?
Just contact your golf package provider. I mean, we deal with 75 golf package providers here in the Myrtle Beach area. And there's always tidewatergolf.com, which is our website.
Chris, thank you so much.
Hey, man, I appreciate
Chris
it very
Cooper,
much.
Tidewater.
Thanks very much.
And we have plenty of other golf deals. All you have to do is go to jetsetterdeals.com.
And if you've got an idea for a great story, golf, food, show, recipe, anything at all, cocktail, tweet us at UCFoodieTV, #undercoverjetsetter.
And cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Aloha from Hawaii and ahui ho.
And mahalo, too.
And mahalo too.